Hi everybody, this is Africa Bound Girl, Lexi, coming at you today. I've been working in the gardens and trying to get my weeds out. That's a never-ending job, isn't it? You're looking at my garage over here, and one of my garages, this is the big garage. And if you can see, I have a Jenny Wren, and she's nesting in this little birdhouse over here. And her mate have been playing all day, just playing I love you all day over here in this birdhouse. I think it's too close probably to the fountain, but it's really too late now because this is where the birds come and drink. Right now it's not working very well. I need to it's probably something in there clogging it. But this fountain is a 1959 California art fountain. I've had her for years. I bought her at an antique shop I ran years ago at an antique mall, and I really fell in love with her. She's signed and dated, and I've had her ever since. I really don't even know what she's worth. The company was a pretty famous company, but I don't know. I enjoy her so much. She's holding a shell and she's looking up at the sky. But this is a project that I need to do. It's an old fence, leaning on a fence. The wrought iron fence is really a gate across here. It's an old gate, and I just use it to keep people from falling off the deck, really. And I need to paint this wooden gate. I've had it for a long time, and it really needs a good coat of paint. But my paint that I bought for it went to my chicken house, which is fine. It's just the way it is. And I'm glad I had the paint in stock at the house where I didn't have to spend any money. Jenny's just having a great time today. She's just singing. My lettuce is up. A lot of our garden is coming up finally. It's been really cold here, and the sun hasn't been out. It's been pretty much like fall here, but I think we're coming out of it. We're supposed to be in the 80s on the weekend, so that's great. I'm glad about that. I don't know if you can see here. This is my stick art, what remains of my stick art. I put up stick art all along my deck. My deck is 40 by 40, and I put it up I don't know, years ago, and this is all that's left. We had a bad storm last July that took down, well, we had over $10,000 worth of tree damage at our house, so that tells you anything. And it took out a lot of my stick art, but the birds love to sit on this and then get a drink. But Jenny's been keeping them away, so we'll see how that works. I have giant alum. I don't know if you can see them right through there. And this is Joseph's coat. I have 4 Joseph's coat. So the first one is here, and then I have 2 around the arches, and then that's the 4th one over there. And I kind of, my idea behind this was to make rose arches. Now I'm going to be filming this probably about Memorial Day, because this thing is loaded with blooms and it is spectacular. It is just gorgeous. The chickens, I'm trying not to move too fast, but this is looking at the back, towards the back of my property. I have woods all back in there, and you can see the little chicken house back in there. So we have some old chairs back there that they're really comfortable. They're the ugliest chairs. They were my parents' from the farm. So we sit on there, and we have just sit and watch the chickens, and we eat out there in front of the chickens, and we're just doting chickie parents, I guess. This is one of my flower gardens, and as you can see, I've started to have some lettuce come up here in the corner. I put a chicken wire around that so our puppies can't get in it, and rabbits and things. And right along the fence line there is romaine, and they look pretty good. They're probably about 6 or 7 inches tall, and they look really well, really good. So I'm just going to turn you here. Well, right there, before I turn you in the walkway, you'll see a fire pit, and it's ready to burn. That's how we get rid of our twigs here, is burn them in the fire pit. And then I watch Dirt Patch Heaven. I love her, and she makes living fence. So I would love to make a living fence and recycle some of that, but I really don't know what I'm doing. So, and then we have a couple of fish ponds, upper fish pond and a lower fish pond up in there. We did have a gazebo right here and where the table and chairs are, but last year the wind destroyed it, and I'm trying to take it's up by my garden shed, the frame. I'm going to take the frame and I'm going to try to make a greenhouse. I don't know if that's going to work or if I'm going to actually do it now, because we are putting our house up for sale this week. We kind of found maybe some property in the country, which is what we wanted. We're looking at a couple of properties, so pray that my house sells really quick. So there's the gazebo and my hot tub, and then this is how you go into my screen house. I love this greenhouse. It's a 10 by 20, and we set in it all the time. It keeps the mosquitoes at bay. My husband designed it himself, and it was we just, on a whim, we decided to do it, and we designed it, and it worked. So we're happy about that. But my husband built the deck. He built the chicken coop. He can build just about anything that you want to. We built our own garage over here. Let me turn back here and see if I can. And we built it. It's a 30 by 40. We took, and there was a condominiums that were replacing windows. So my son worked for them at the time. And so all the windows in this are free. There's nothing wrong with them. They're double pane. They're amazing windows. They're probably nicer than the windows in my house. But they were all free. And my dad helped build it along with my husband. And it holds 5 cars. And that's where we are keeping our babies at night. So I started my gluten-free diet 2 days ago. I found out I was gluten intolerant. So that's kind of throwing me for a wrench, because I bake my own breads and I make my own pasta salads, and so, but that's okay. I'm already feeling better, and you know, if that's what it is, if it's the diet that's not working with me, then hey, I'm all for changing that. So anyway, you guys have a great day. I hope to see you soon. I'm enjoying all your videos. Thank you for liking and subscribing and visiting me. Blessings. Bye.